Hi, my name is Natalie, and I am in the Rockland Ward. I wanted to share a neat pioneer story that has to do with the early day saints and a connection to Rockland, Idaho. So this story has a connection through my family to Rockland, and I found out about this story not very long ago, just a few years after I had moved to Rockland. And some of you may know this story, and maybe you are also related too. So this is about my great-great-grandfather's family. So my grandfather was born in 1917, my great-grandfather was born in 1878, and my great-great-grandfather was born in 1820. Another fun tidbit is he is also Elder Stevenson's great-great-grandpa, so we share him, which is kind of fun. His name was William Holmes Walker, and he had a brother that was born in 1822 named Loren Walker. And these brothers were the oldest in their family. They did have younger siblings, and when they were teenagers, their father found out about the church, learned about it, and was converted. And it took them a little bit longer because they had heard some not so good things about the Mormons, but they decided that they should check it out and read the Book of Mormon, and sure enough, they decided it was true, and they also wanted to be converted along with their mother. So after they were converted, they joined themselves with the saints in Nauvoo, and William and Loren worked for Joseph Smith. While they were in Nauvoo, their mother got sick and she died, and it was shortly after this that Joseph Smith came to their father and told him that he thought it might do him well to have a change of scenery and to be on one of the Lord's errands, and called him on a mission. He told his father that he would take in his children and take care of them for the 3 years while he would be gone. So William and Loren and some of their siblings were able to live with the prophet Joseph Smith and Emma for quite a while. And in their journals, they speak very highly of them, how kind and loving and such good people that they were. They continued to work for Joseph, and pretty soon Loren fell in love with Hiram's oldest daughter, Lavina, and they became engaged to be married. It was the year 1844, and the day was June 23rd. And Hiram and Joseph had just gotten back into Nauvoo the evening before. And that morning, Hiram came to Lavina and asked her when her and Loren were planning on getting married. And Lavina told her father that they would get married any time. They were just waiting for a good time for her father to perform the wedding ceremony because she wanted her father to marry them. So Hiram told her, well, why not today? Let's have a wedding today. And so the story goes that she took off her apron and went and found Loren and his family and the Smith family, and they got together and Hiram married them. And it was the next day, June 24th, that Hiram and Joseph headed off to Carthage, and then they were martyred on June 27th. And I thought that story was so interesting, and it really did pull at my heartstrings to think about what they went through in their lives and the hardships in between the joy that they had. And as we know, the saints left Nauvoo. William and most of his family left, but Loren and Lavina stayed in Nauvoo and stayed with Emma and Lucy. And they stayed there for about 9 more years. Then they came to Salt Lake City and they joined themselves back with the saints, and they raised their family until Lavina was age 48 when she passed away. From what I can gather, Loren did remarry a few years later, and then in the late 1800s, he moved to Rockland, Idaho with some of his children, and he lived in Rockland, Idaho until he passed away in 1907. So my great-great-grandfather's brother is buried in the Valley View Cemetery in Rockland, Idaho. It was really neat to find this connection to Idaho through my family, and for any of you that are also related to Loren Walker, I guess we are cousins. So I wanted to share this story, and I really appreciate the pioneers and their sacrifice, all that we're able to learn from them and from their testimonies. It's been a really strengthening experience for me.